Going live. Share your screen. Oh, crazy hair there. What's this guy doing? This guy, get up there. All right. Welcome to Bored and Confused Live. This is my first time doing this. So we're going to do the Tony Awards here. I'm going to use my laptop to watch it and then use my main computer to chat with you guys on YouTube. So let's open up. This is playing on Pluto live TV streaming service. Oh, people are commenting. I love that. You like the suit? It's a tuxedo. Tailor made in Korea. I got it when I lived in Korea. I got like years ago. Luckily, I haven't changed size. So, all right. I'm going to wear these so you won't get like an echo from if you're watching the show, which you should be watching the show at home. Welcome to the foyer of my apartment. It's the hallway. It's the coat rack. It's the bathroom. So if I need to use it, hopefully I'll remember to turn off the camera. All right, let's read these comments. The facial hair is so perfect, makes no sense. Well, I took a comb and I tried to like comb it down, but we still got some strays, some wiry guys poking out on the sides. All right. So you guys, is everybody on Pluto? That's where I'm watching opening act on the Pluto website. It's under live music of all places. I'm going to live stream for the next 5 hours. I got a sandwich and some water. So we'll see. And I got a bathroom. So we'll see how we do. I'm not streaming the actual show. I'm watching the show on Pluto. So if you want to watch Pluto, I don't think on YouTube I can stream something that I don't own. So if you go to pluto.tv, it's free. You can watch the opening act of Tony Awards preview where they're going to give out, I believe, the awards for like best book and lighting and all those technical awards. And you can watch that with me if you log on to pluto.tv. So what I did, because I don't want to pay for Paramount, they do give you a 7-day free trial. So I signed up yesterday for the 7-day free trial so that I can watch on Paramount Plus, and then I'm going to cancel my subscription and get it for free. No, sorry, not streaming. I'm just streaming my commentary, not the actual show. Sorry about that confusion. Yeah, not allowed. Yeah, Darren, Chris, and Renee Goldsberry. What's her whole name? From Hamilton. Those two are going to be doing the pre-show on Pluto. I believe it's on Entertainment TV. Should be starting in 2 minutes. Yes, you must multitask, Ed. I am crazy multitasking right now. And it's warm. It's a little warm in here. I may have to lose this jacket. Thank you. Renee Elise Goldberry. You guys know how I love to mispronounce names. Renee Ellis Goldsberry's the Tony Awards Act 1. I'm going to click there. Watch live channel. There we go. Oh, hold on. My mom's calling. Hello? To help my mom here. Okay. We're going to help mom with this now.
I'm on Pluto and I finally got on Live Music Entertainment because I looked at it before and then I couldn't seem to get it to go on again. But I don't see the Tony.
Just click search and search Tony Award and you'll see it, and then you can click on it and then hit play.
Okay, just click Tony. Okay, so
go to search.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
You got it? Yes, watch live.
It's now playing on live music.
This is my mom. Hey, mom, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. I hate technology.
No, she does well, though.
Okay.
She does well with technology. You got it?
Oh, I don't know. It says live, the Tony Awards Act 1.
Yeah, click on that.
Wait, it should be on, but nothing's happening. Oh, there it is.
You see it?
I got it. Goodbye.
All right. All right. Am I a good son or what? Okay, let's make this large. Oh. Do you guys have your sheets ready? Sandwich. Got my selections. Ooh, his tux is shinier. Your eyes are hurting from the tux. Best book? Okay. I think it's gonna be Dead Outlaw, but I want maybe Happy Ending. That's what I picked, but we'll see. That's good too. Oh, audience likes that. Ooh, they really like that. Ooh, it may actually win. You knew from his reaction. Yay. I'm happy with that. I got it wrong because I thought Dead Outlaw would get it, but I'm happy with this. I'm glad maybe Happy Ending won for best book. It really is a smart book. Now that I've seen it again, I've really dove into it, and it's really sharp. Answering questions. I did not ask for press tickets for the Tonys. I guess I could have. Oh, here we go. Sound design. I'm thinking it'll be Adam Fisher, but Social Club might. Who's it going to be? Buena Vista. See, I said this was going to happen because the Tony Award voters don't understand how technical it was to get Joe Gillis to sing out in the street and be with the orchestra. But they liked the way the music sounds in Buena Vista Social Club. That's why it won. That makes sense. Yep. Text from my mom. This will be Buena Vista. This has to be Buena Vista. Yep. Marco Piglia. This, if you haven't seen this show yet, it's the orchestrations, the band. The show sounds great, which is why it won sound design. But it's really the orchestrations and the performers more than the technical sound design, although that plays a huge part. Yay. Okay, I'm going to ask some of these questions. Do you get money if you win a Tony? No, you do not get it from the Tony committee or the Tony Awards. But as an actor, you might have a stipulation in your contract that if you win a Tony, you do get paid more. Yeah, I think the singing in the street is a gimmick, but the sound design it took to make that happen was very technical. So my grandma's from St. Louis, and my parents are. So my mom's loving this. As a kid, I saw shows at the Muni when I visited my grandma. It's a huge theater, huge. What did I see at the Muni as a kid? Man from La Mancha. I remember seeing that. I never worked at the Muni. I wanted to. Okay, I'll be careful not to show too much because evidently you guys who know Mickey Joe, right, over in London. And so he was evidently showing some video and some audio of the Tony Awards and he got shut down. So that's why we can't stream it. Okay, I guess we're taking a break here. So I'm really happy that maybe Happy Ending, because here's my concern about, I feel like maybe Happy Ending has a better book. And I actually think the score, I feel like Dead Outlaw has a better score. So, and I kind of, my prediction, I had those reversed, and I was looking at it today and I was like, that doesn't really make sense because they wrote the music first and then the book. So it makes sense why that music is so good. But the book kind of was having to shoehorn these songs into a story. Whereas maybe Happy Ending really, I don't know, because I don't know the creators, but it really feels like they created the book first and then wrote the songs so that they would tell the story. So I'm glad that it won Best Book. So all the performances are not on CBS. All the technical awards are on Pluto, and you can watch that for free. And then you can do Paramount Plus 7-day free trial if you want to just watch the Tonys and then cancel your trial. That's what I've done. So I'll be switching over to Paramount Plus after this Act 1 ends, and then we'll watch Act 2. And my mom is calling again because it's a commercial. But she doesn't understand that I'm talking to her right now. Hi, Mom. Text me, don't call me, because I'm talking to the peoples. There she goes. She texted. She says she's getting it before I am. So I don't know how to fix that. Pluto is showing me when they shows me. I don't know if I can go any faster. Is everybody else synced up? Is everybody else on a commercial break? My mom keeps calling. She keeps calling. Okay, now we got commercials for Broadway. That's what the Tony Awards is, though, really. It's just a big commercial. That's why I'm excited that, you don't have to be nominated as a best musical or best play doesn't show anything, but you don't have to be nominated as best musical to present on the Tony Awards. Your producers just have to cough up the money. And those who are nominated also have to cough up the money. It's very expensive, but it's a gamble. Okay, we're back. I think so. Best choreography. Buena Vista, baby. Nope. He's done better. Yes. Woo, yes. Buena Vista. Yep. Deserved. Deserved. If you guys haven't seen Buena Vista yet, the dancing is incredible. It's so good. Oh, they're a couple. Makes partnering dancing a lot easier. Well deserved. And I'm a choreography guy. I got a degree from the University of Utah. Okay, let's read comments. Okay, I'm going to answer these questions. Yeah, the musical performances will all be on CBS. What is this stream about? So I do criticism of shows. So I'm doing criticism of the Tonys as it happens. But not really criticism, more celebration. Lighting design of a play. That was beautiful. Stranger Things is going to win. Love that. Stranger Things. They're going to sweep all the technical awards. Red tie next year. Send me one. I don't have a red bow tie. My mom is great. She is very supportive, but not a stage mom at all. She's very critical. So to answer some questions, GJG how did I end up in Utah? That's actually a long story, but I grew up Mormon and I went to Brigham Young University for undergrad. So when I decided to do a master's, I applied at University of Utah as well as other places, but Utah gave me the biggest scholarship. So I went there. Design of a musical. Lighting? So I think it's going to be Sunset Boulevard, but happy ending would be great. Sunset Boulevard. But maybe happy ending. The lighting is incredible. Oh, I love this jacket. It looks like it was drawn on him like a cartoon. It looks like something from Peanuts or some comic strip. How many wins so far for Buena Vista Social Club? I think 3. He's cute. I love that. Am I having a cocktail or some champagne tonight? I don't know. I kind of did last night. So I may need to take it easy tonight. Carnegie Mellon. It's not as good as University of Utah, right, Crystal Rose? Nice to see a fellow Ute on here. All right, Carnegie Mellon. We know you're a big deal. Yes, teachers. Edwin. Oh, cool. Should I talk over this? No. Let's give props to Edwin. I like that hair. Here's to you, Mr. Robinson. I love this voice. Yeah, for me and my students. He's given me a bit of Maya Angelou. You hear Maya Angelou? Anybody? Okay, someone asked if the Book of Mormon is accurate. No, but I enjoyed it. And the things they did change that are inaccurate, they changed them for the sake of the story to make the storytelling better in Book of Mormon. It's a great musical. He's a character. I love this. Oh my God, his voice is amazing. I love this guy. I bet he's an amazing teacher. He's funny. I got it, Mr. Robinson. Stage award. I love how comfortable he is in front of this audience. This is like such a theater guy. He's taking his time. He's great. So yeah, I actually was a theater kid before I was Mormon, but I have a lot of great stories of some of the difficulties I had when I was at BYU. So I will do a video. I've been meaning to do some video about my time at BYU and some of the interesting stories that came out of that. I'm not going to stream CBS because I'll get shut down if I do. Scenic design of a play. It's going to be Stranger Things. It's going to be Stranger Things. The set design was incredible. Yeah. Miriam. Yep. That's what we thought. Okay. Answering questions. The diversity of the Tony voters. I really don't know the answer to that. I'd assume mostly white just because I think once you become a Tony voter, they don't take it away. But I imagine they'd try to have more diversity into it now. But that's a good question. I would Google that. I'll Google that later and look it up. Make a note. Diversity in Tony voters. It's a good question. So my favorite musical this season, probably Operation Mincemeat, although I enjoyed a lot of them for different reason. Scenic design, musical. Oh, yeah, that one. Maybe happy ending for this. There's no denying the set design for Maybe Happy Ending is incredible. It is so inventive. It is brilliant. Look at that. It's so cool. It's cinematic. It's so good. It's more cinematic than Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, I said it. Love Michael Arden. He's so good. Answer questions. So yes, these awards are being done right now at Radio City. It's like a 5-hour award ceremony, the Tonys, but they only broadcast the second half of it, which is going to start at 8, but they started around 6:30. So yeah, everybody's at the Radio City right now. I don't know the difference between Tony and drama desk voters. I'm really curious if there's any overlap there. That's a good question. We're going to look this up. Drama desk versus Tony voters. I'm going to look that up and find out. I'm going to get some answers for you. Tony, yeah, good. Good that they're diversifying the Tony pool. I do agree that maybe Happy Ending doesn't have the best sight lines, but I feel like maybe it just should have been in a theater that's not so wide. I blame the theater choice more than the design. Because they may have designed it for the Alliance. Is that where it premiered, at the Alliance? And then found their Broadway theater, and there's only so much you can do. The same thing happened with the Brennan Jacobs Purpose. It moved from Chicago into New York, and it didn't really fit the theater that well, so the sightlines were terrible. Hey, Ellie from Poland. Have you seen my show Virtuoso? Go check it out. It's in Poznan. That's so cool. Celia's amazing. Yay, Celia. What's my favorite Celia performance? She was so good in Spelling Bee. And did you know she was actually originally in Light in the Piazza? She did the original readings of the show before it went to Broadway. It's a bold choice, and I support Celia in her color choice. Yeah, I actually didn't see Kill a Mockingbird. I missed that. I was so sad. Costuming. All right. I think O'Mary's going to win, but I think Brigitte should win because it's just the sheer number of costumes, and they are period costumes. Oh, Dorian Gray, what? That's a surprise. Did not have that on my radar. That's a surprise. I thought it was going to be O'Mary. Wow, picture Dorian Gray. Okay, so that's the biggest surprise tonight. Huh. All right. What do y'all think about that? What do you think? Were the costumes that cool? Okay, if you didn't like Celia's gown, what do you think of this skirt? And she's a costume designer, so she knows. You got it right, Tiddlers. Sada Snook. Actually, her outfit really explains a lot. It feels like it could live in the world of Dorian Gray. Ooh, I can't wait to see Cola Scola. Okay, who do we think? I don't get the nomination for Maybe Happy Ending. It's one costume. That's the one. It's his year. Paul Tazwell. Paul Tazwell. Paul Tazwell, or I'll eat my tie. Yep. I mean, if that show doesn't win for costumes, it's like, come on, what's it going to win for? Yeah. Is he going to be EGOT, maybe? Costume EGOT? Oh, I want to see. What is Paul wearing? Let's see this outfit. Oh, it's kind of Asian. Reminds me of like a monk outfit mixed with a tux. This is an interesting jacket. I like it. It's almost like he's a professor at Shiz University. Grammy costumes. Yeah, I guess. Hey, if anyone can win a Grammy for costumes, it is Paul Tazwell. I'm just saying. Hey, maybe he'll drop a single about making costumes and win a Grammy. Yay, he's great. Love him. Who is it this year? Who's the Lifetime Achievement? Oh, Harvey. Harvey. That's why this isn't on CBS. Angels in America is one of the greatest American plays. It's so good. I saw the revival of Torch Song Trilogy with Michael Urie. It was excellent. Oh, he's so skinny. I still think Torch Song is his greatest work. And of course, I saw him as Edna in Hairspray. And who else could make you forget Divine but Harvey Fierstein? He was so good. He'll always be Edna to me now. I can't remember if I saw him as Fiddler. I remember it was Rosie O'Donnell, and I must have seen it. Yeah, they were, because he replaced Alfred Molina, I believe, and Jessica Hecht, who I love. Jessica Hecht. Where's Jessica? Have we seen her yet? Oh, he's getting skinnier. What's going on? Oh, love Harvey. Oh, he's so touched. I love this. It's making me cry. They love him so much. What happened was he's so inspirational to me. Yeah, right? Keep your personal life to yourself. Such a good speech. That's why he's a great writer performer. Oh, I love Harvey Fierstein. How can you not love this man? So heartfelt, beautiful speech. Well, hopefully that'll be on YouTube. I want to listen to that again. And I want to hear the Harvey Fierstein stories anytime. Oh, score. Okay. So I think Maybe Happy Ending was going to win, but I think Dead Outlaw should win. So I picked Maybe Happy Ending, but it may flip. Let's see. I would also love it. I love Operation Mincemeat, but it's so derivative. I mean, if they won, if Real Women won, give them some love, please. But I think it'll be Maybe Happy Ending. It's really well written, but I feel like Dead Outlaw is more interesting. It's more unusual of a musical theater score. So they get to accept another award, these guys. Welcome back. They already gave their speeches. What are they going to do now? Thanks again. He's funny, which is beautiful. The turntable, so cool. They're adorable, especially Hugh Park. Hugh Park's not going to be single too long. So someone asked about the reason I don't think Death Becomes Her, even though I think the score is very effective. It's written in a kind of a style of music that we're really used to hearing, especially for movies that are being adapted to musicals. Whereas Dead Outlaw, I don't know another musical that sounds like Dead Outlaw. And Maybe Happy Ending, with all of its jazz influence, it really has its own sound that really sets it apart from a lot of other musicals. Now, I don't love the score for Maybe Happy Ending because it really has a lot of ballads, and it's kind of there's all these jazz classics that we know. So it never really lives up to like Nat King Cole recordings. It's set kind of an impossible job for itself. And the show is kind of a smaller, softer, lighter show. And I like a more aggressive, meatier, muscular score. So that's why I really preferred Dead Outlaw. But the craft of Maybe Happy Ending, both in the book writing, especially in the book writing, and also in the score, the craft is great. It's really the lyrics, the music, it's really well done. So I think any of those that were nominated could have won that, and I'd be happy. All right, let's switch over. Goodbye, Pluto. Thank you. Let's go over to CBS. Okay, guys, that was fun. What were the surprises there? Maybe Happy Ending is really sweeping up. I think we know who's going to win Best Musical. Yeah, I got best book wrong. What else did I get wrong? I got costumes wrong too for a play. And I got best sound design because everyone was saying it would go to Sunset Boulevard. So that's an upset, but I'm actually fine with it because it's closing anyhow. So give the love to Buena Vista Social Club. People need to go see that show. So Sunset's fine. They made their money. So they just finished all of the kind of technical awards, costume, lighting, sound, book. It also really irks me. Best book score. I know it's not looking good for Dead Outlaw, and their grosses haven't been good either. So I hope that their performance is really going to excite people and sell some tickets. Interesting story. I didn't give Dead Outlaw a rave. I kind of gave it kind of a medium review. And the production actually reached out to me and said, you need to see this again. So if I want to go see it again, I probably can get press tickets this time. The irony is I asked for press tickets and didn't get them. So I had to buy a ticket and sit in the balcony. And I think that's why they're like, well, you should see it again because it's a very intimate show. And I sat in the balcony. But if you don't give me press tickets, I'm not going to spend $200 to sit in the orchestra. So that's on you, press reps. Thanks. Hey, thanks everybody who's watching this. I really appreciate it. I know Boop is struggling. Maybe Jasmine can grab it so they get some love. I thought Boop would get choreo. The thing about Boop for choreo is it's good, but Jerry Mitchell's been so much better in other shows. So that's for that. And if you haven't seen Buena Vista, the choreography is excellent. So I didn't see how anyone could hold a candle to that. Should have put all of those into the main awards. Why is it? Yeah, I know. I think it all should be, but if they included it in the main awards, then they would go on for like 4 hours. And I don't think CBS wants to host a show for that long, especially not the Tonys. It's not like the Oscars. I know it's crazy. It's not the UK. Do we get the? I've actually never watched the Olivier's live. All right, I missed the beginning of that, but we figured it out. She took us to church. So if you're on Paramount Plus and you're having a problem, if you signed up for the basic plan, you can't watch the Tonys. You have to do the Plus Showtime, which makes no sense since this is on CBS and not Showtime. But whatever, we're canceling the subscription tomorrow. Amazing. Money. Oh, Mom, I can't talk to you now. Mom's calling again. Keanu Reeves. Yep. Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted. Love it. Godot. She was great. She was so good. I like Mia. Loved her. Not a lead role, though. Sarah Snooks to lose. Yeah, she's going to win. Leading role in a play. Technical difficulties. Okay, take your time, Keanu. His voice sounds a little tired. Maybe he's been rehearsing too much. Boy, the amount of time it took for him to open that envelope. Come on, presenters. We got to move this along. Leading role in a play. There we are. Sarah Snook. Got it right. Oh, I love her dress. Looks expensive. Yay. She is. It's one of the plays. I saw it once, but I would like to go see it again because I saw it in standing room, and it's standing room are not good seats for that show. So I'm going to try to see that one again if I can score a ticket. It's Michelle Williams. Excellent. Oh, is this the first performance? Ah. Oh, I know her. It's Natalie. It's true. Splash. So stupid. Such a subtle performance. I believe that's a body double back there. I didn't remember that long body double segment from when I saw it. Sounds great. Yay, anything for the gays. The song that when I saw the show, I thought was GAYS. I wonder why. But no, it's about, she's doing it for the gays, GAZE. It has nothing to do with gay people. I think that was a good choice of song to do because it really tells you who the show is for. If you like drag shows, go see Death Becomes Her. You'll love it. Oh, Stokes. Love Stokes. All right, I'm caught up. Let me read. Sorry, I'm going to have to go back and watch the full opening number on YouTube, but I'm sure that it was Cynthia singing her face off. No, Alice, I won't be showing the Tonys on here. I cannot. I will get shut down. Oh, someone already answered that. Thank you. Oh, so great opening number. Let me go through these. Everyone live stream. I know everyone's just trying to find out how to watch this. It's too late. You have to do it before. So streaming on Paramount Plus, you have to have, I realized I signed up for Paramount Plus, the basic plan. You have to have Paramount Plus Showtime to watch the Tonys, which makes no sense since it's not on Showtime. It's just to get more money out of you. They're not streaming Europe. It is frustrating. This whole thing is so frustrating. It seems like in this day of age, you should be able to watch anything anywhere and just charge a couple dollars. Okay, where can I watch? It's about, yeah. This isn't even commentary. Thanks, Perry St. James. Yeah, well, because I don't want to talk over the numbers. But now that I've I will be making comments. I thought that was a great opening number for them to show. I think it sells the show. It shows the kind of show you're getting. Although I will comment on that number, and I don't know if that's exactly how it's performed in the show. Sometimes they change them a little bit for the Tonys. It's interesting that it's a big number for Madeline Ashton, but she disappears for a long section of that when she's doing her costume change into the trans flag. So that's your commentary. Where can I find Hamilton? I'm going to cry. Please, Hamilton. It'll all be on YouTube tomorrow, right? It'll all be on CBS YouTube, all of the performances, if you're willing to wait. No, I'm not streaming the awards because I'm not allowed to, because I don't have the rights to it. Sorry. But if you want to watch my face while I watch the show as I cry and laugh, I'm sorry, guys. You're going to have to watch it on YouTube tomorrow if you can't get it on Paramount Plus and if you don't have a VPN. Sorry, Brits. Guys, it'll be okay. You'll be able to see Hamilton tomorrow. You watch it tomorrow on YouTube. You did the 7-day trial, Kendall's Jr. Hopefully it worked better for you than it did for me. Guys, when is Hamilton happening? I don't know when the Hamilton happen thing is. Probably happening mid-show, I would guess. Okay, we're back. All right. Bringing these. They just need to make people walk faster on stage. That would make the show probably 20 minutes shorter. They just saunter on. The sound is awful. You hear all that feedback? Actor in a featured role. This one's up for grabs between he's great, but no. Fantastic, but no. Love Francis Chu. It's between him and no for Bob Odenkirk. Conrad's probably going to win, but I really love Francis Chu. I picked Conrad, but my heart's with Chu. Francis Chu! Oh, that makes me really happy. Yay! So I got it wrong because everyone was saying Conrad is going to win. I'm happy that Francis won. That's where I wanted to win. Yay! My heart can go on. My heart won. He was so funny. He plays a lot of different roles, but he primarily plays the father, and he's so funny and so lovable, so delightful. So glad that he won. Yay, Francis. The show is closed, so that's unusual that would happen. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so happy he won. I think it helped that this is streaming right now, a yellow face. Yay, Francis Drew. So happy. Yes, for the person who asked, I don't talk during the show. I try to talk in between, but I know that there might be some delay so that we're not all watching it at the same time. So sorry about that. But I try to walk while people are walking on and off the stage. It's usually when I have my commentary. Jew is who I wanted to win, so I'm so happy. Look at this dress. She looks great. She's ready for a wedding. Yes, well deserved. Ooh, Buena Vista. Woman. One woman. I shouldn't tease. This music. She had to learn Spanish for this role. Spanish speakers out there, how's her accent? I need a skirt. You better gliss. I love this music. Yay, Buena Vista. I don't think that's a number pulled exactly from the show. I think they kind of reworked it so that we could see moments between different characters. So sometimes you have to do that to try to give everyone a moment. But that's the reason to see the show, is the dancing and the live performances of the band is so great. All right. Yeah. So Buena Vista is kind of a difficult show to pick one number because that main character is reluctant to sing. So a lot of the shows are going, no, I don't want to sing. And then she sings. And then we have scenes back in the past, but they don't always mesh. So I think they kind of combine some things there. I only saw the show one time, so I'm not completely sure. But hopefully that sells it for people who really want to enjoy that music. And what's also really cool is a lot of the guys in the band who are authentic Cuban singers, they also get to play roles in the show, which is so delightful to see them step into these small roles. But it does mean that the dialects are across the board in the show. Some people have no dialects. Some people have a very thick Cuban dialect. So the consistency is a little interesting, but I love the authenticity of having those musicians on the stage. It's really, that show Buena Vista, like if maybe after Broadway, if it wants to go someplace else, it would be great in a supper club, like have drinks and be eating like Cuban food and watching that show would be so good. And they could even trim it down to make it more like an hour and a half. It's not super long now. I think it's is it one act? I forget. Anyhow, okay, let me look at some notes here. Yep, just recording my reaction. I can't show it because I'll get shut down. Thanks for people for letting everybody know what the beef is. She is icky. Who's icky? Which was your first Tony? Which is my first Tony Awards? Oh, I have no idea. I've never attended it live. They did it really last year. They did a cool thing about because it was at Lincoln Center. They did by the bowl. They actually had people come out from the awards and perform like understudies and then go back in, and that was a really cool experience. But I've never done the Tony Awards. Maybe I will. I kind of like being at home in my tux. It's on YouTube. What's on YouTube? Okay, got your stream to work at Paramount. Yeah, I got the stream to work. If anybody else is having trouble with Paramount Plus, you can't have the basic. You have to have Paramount Plus plus Showtime. They just want more money from you. Hamilton performance has not happened yet. Yeah, I don't think Jeremy Jordan's going to take it. Darren Criss. And the fact that they had Darren Criss hosting really tells you that they think he's going to win. Because it's awkward when you host and then you don't win. They did it a couple times. They've had like presenters who are actually up for a main award. And I just thought that must be so awkward because if they lose, didn't that happen to like Hugh Jackman? I was like, if he lost, how do you go on and present for the rest of the show being all depressed? Oh, we back? No, not yet. Yeah. Why can't they just make it easy for people to watch? Anyhow, so people asked me, I actually, during the commercial, I lined up all my playbills in the order of which show was my favorite to my least favorite. So should we start from the most favorite or the least favorite? And this isn't the shows that I think are the best. These are the ones that I personally in the theater enjoyed the most. Now, I made a full video of these, but I never posted it. So I'm going to just do it right now. Thank you, DJGNYC. You're the best. Start with the least to the most. All right. I got the stack right here. So this is the show I least enjoyed. And this doesn't mean it's not a great show. Just I had the least enjoyment from it. It was Good Night and Good Luck. Part of this had to do with that I paid $75 for a standing room ticket in a large theater. And this is an intimate play. And it was in a theater that was too big for it. So I found that annoyed that they jacked up a price that should have been $35, $40 for a standing room ticket. Come on. I don't like the catch grab. So I was already in a bad mood, but then I just didn't think the playwriting was good. And I liked Clooney. He has a nice voice and he looked handsome and I thought he was fine, but someone else said that they didn't think he really captured Murrow, but I'm not really familiar with Murrow. So I thought he sounded and looked good, but the play to me I wasn't really that involved with it. Yeah. All right. So next we have, you have to wait till the next commercial. Let's go turn the sound back on. Okay, Adam. I didn't see Adam Lambert in his turn as the MC. He would have been fun to see in that. I'm sure I'm curious how he would have sung it. Speed up, darling. Speak up. Get closer to the mic. Why are these people talk so softly? Adam knows how to speak up. Ashmishkish. He's amazing. Danny is so good. We love Danny. Jack Malone, of course, excellent. Jack's going to win it. Taylor is good. So was Jason Gote. Speak up, darling. Jack Malone. Yay, Jack. That was my prediction. That's what everyone knew. He won the Olivier. Oh, look, he's got a little lipstick and he did a light beat. He's the heart of the show. This song is so great. Yay, Jack Malone. I love this show and he's really the heart of it. He gets this killer song right in the middle of it that just stops the show. Oh, he's so happy. Congratulations, Jack. Yep, right? Is he straight? Great speech. So Jack Malone just gave a speech where he talked about non-binary. He called out his seamster partner, Jasmine. So I love that he's supporting LGBT. I don't know how he identifies, but great speech. Watch that on YouTube tomorrow. Jack deserved that. And I believe in Hester. Oh, love it. Cynthia Levo's dress. For those of you, it's all sequin. Huge sequins. Welcome a man who makes everyone wet. It's true. Jonathan Groff, just in time performance. Keanu, love him. Go Groff. All right, they just did just in time. Jonathan Groff performed. That, as far as I recall, and I saw the show twice, that isn't a number directly from the show. They put that together just for the Tony Awards, just to show off some of the songs, some of the costumes, some of the dancing. They do like a mega mix at the end. So maybe a lot of that came from the mega mix at the end. But the stage at the Circle in the Square is so specific to the show. It's so immersive in the space. That's why he jumped up on Keanu Reeves' chair, just to give you a feeling. When you go see it at Circle in the Square, you will get sweat on, you will get sprayed on. So if you don't Groff sauce on you, get a seat not on the floor, because So I think they did a good job of translating the energy of the show, but it's really hard to really capture the magic of that show if you're not in the space that was designed specifically for that. All right, should we go back to, so my least favorite was Good Night, Good Luck. Next we have, going from least to favorite, we have Othello. Now, I went back and saw this and it was better. The reason this did not get the worst is because the text was written by Shakespeare and the play is good. The performances are just uneven. And I really love Cassio. I really loved Amelia's great. But the direction also, it's set like in modern times and they're wearing fatigues and it just confuses it. And I don't like when we confuse Shakespeare because it's already hard enough. All right, next. Next, following Othello was Romeo and Juliet. Now, this one was better than Othello because at least I could understand the idea behind it, but it's like for club kids. It's for like millennials who like to go to raves or something. It wasn't my scene. It's the gender bending is it just to me it just confused the play. But I do applaud that it made this accessible for young people. The audience always had young people in it, and it was selling really well. So. It, and I'm doing this not by whether the play deserves to be best or worst. I'm just saying my enjoyment. I did enjoy this play because I found it confusing. And also the sound design was so freaking loud. I'm an old man when it comes to really loud theaters. And I just wished I had earplugs because it was so loud. Like this rock music or this bass that was playing was driving me crazy. Okay, let me go to the comments, see if anything. Yes, Nicole's coming next. Just love Jonathan. He's great. He sounded fantastic. They keep teasing Hamilton. Maybe it won't be next. I don't know. Anybody in the UK, see if you can help. Olivia's been a good help. Look at Olivia's posts. All right. Next, Our Town. Now, I know that this is not meant, the design of this play when it won the Pulitzers, that it wasn't relying on dramatic revelations and a lot of exciting playwriting. Is meant to be very naturalistic and just a day in the life. But the problem is I just got bored by it. If the actors in it, Katie Holmes was in this, but if the actors in it aren't really giving me characters, if they're not interesting, because you could go to a rural town in the middle of America and you could meet some really interesting, fascinating people where it would be interesting to watch them drink a milkshake or milk a cow, or I don't know, I'm focused on milk, but I just found it boring. All right, we're back. Oh, Harry Potter people. Took me a minute. Yep. Okay, this is everyone deserves. Jessica, please. Jessica. I want Jessica to win. She was great. She was great. Oh, she was great. She was great too. They're all so great. It's such a hard category. And the winner is Best Performance by an Actress in a Featured Role in a Play. I mean, she's great, but she won last year. Jessica Hecht should have won for View from the Bridge. She's shocked. She's been nominated 4 times, but she won last time. Second consecutive win. Jessica Hecht, it was her turn, but I like Carrie Young. She's great. I'm sad. I love Jessica. Jessica, we love you. There she is. Love her. Yeah, Pulitzer Prize, baby. Show LaTanya. Nope, not showing them. Please wrap it up. All right, I feel bad. I wanted Jessica Hecht to win, but Carrie Young definitely deserving. She just won last year, and Jessica should have won for View from the Bridge, but Scarlett Johansson won it that year. And Scarlett was great in that play, but only because everyone around her, including Jessica, was even greater. Carrie Young's outfit, amazing. Great speech. Glenn Close, but no cigar. Everybody knows that joke. Oh, she looks good. Love the hair. Musical revival performance. Here we go. Norma Desmond. Quad. Notice how she flips from her chest to her head voice. Madness. Yay. So Nicole Scherzinger just performed. What's the name of that song? As If We Never Said Goodbye. So, oh my God, this thing is, you need to go down. There we go. God. Okay, so let's talk about, it is really interesting to me. People criticize, oh wait, Darren Criss is talking. What's going on? Oh, it's a Pure Leaf commercial starring Darren Criss. So you don't win money for winning a Tony Award, but you can get product placements and get commercial work. So, it's really interesting to me because, yes, Nicole has a really high belt, but, this is an example of a song where she flips between her chest and her head, and the highest note is actually sung with her head voice. So just keep that in mind when we watch Audra McDonald perform in a little bit, because there's going to be a lot of switching between chest and head voice in that performance as well. All right. So on having seen Sunset Boulevard 2, I think Nicole's great, but her performance is never believed. I never believe she's Norma Desmond, but the whole style of the show is very tongue in cheek. That you're always aware that you're watching Nicole Scherzinger play Norma Desmond, and it's very interesting that they chose just her singing this song, her second song. Not even that was her second song, right? It's interesting that they chose a solo and they didn't show off any of the video projections or any of the things that it's been nominated for. So it really shows that the producers really want Nicole to win this award, and that's what they're banking on, because they didn't show any of the other categories. Basically, it was just Nicole singing. So interesting choice there. All right, what do you guys think? I know I'm still sad about Jessica Hecht. All right, everyone's asking about Hamilton. Oh, here she comes. Where are they streaming it online? Oh, yeah, I don't. Sounds like people in LA are getting this a little delayed. Also, maybe my broadcast might be also going out delayed. I don't know how YouTube works. This is my first live stream, y'all. She did look skinny, but good. Okay, I just can't see preferred yet. Audrey we'll see if Audrey wins, or there might be upset, and Jasmine might just stick it to both of those old ladies. Yeah, it looks like they're stringing us along with Hamilton, which is just so silly. We've all seen so many performances of Hamilton. 90 minutes of time, but please stop asking. Okay, guys, let's go back. Let's go back to, where was I? All right, so the next show that, working from my least favorite to my favorite, is Tammy Faye. And I think of the musicals, yeah, this was the least. It just, I grew up watching Tammy Faye on TV, not a lot, but I knew who she was. And I just felt like this show did not capture the spirit of it. And I think that Elton John is amazing, but I just wish he'd work more collaboratively with these shows, because it really feels like he writes the score and then washes his hands out of it and walks away, and then says to director and the music director, do with it as you will. Now, I don't know that as a fact. It just feels like that somehow time. And this show had a lot of pretty colors, a lot of nice costumes, but ultimately it was a letdown, and it just was a big letdown. So you can check my full reviews out on my channel on any of these shows as we work our way through. Next, we have another musical, Last 5 Years. I love this score, but I don't know. I saw the original with Norbert Leo Butz and Sherry Renee Scott, and this did nothing to erase that from my mind. It only made it made my memory of that long for that production of it even more. And mainly because Norbert Leo is great at making unlikable characters likable. And, it's interesting that Jason Robert Brown wrote this about himself, and yet he comes across as a very unlikable character. And I think that's by design, because he was trying to be careful not paint his ex as a monster or a sad, pathetic woman, which she is a little sad and pathetic. But anyhow, so I don't even know if this needed to be on Broadway. I think it would have been fine off Broadway again, but they put Nick Jonas in it and they wanted to make some money, and he was fine. But it's a difficult job, and I think it just needed someone who could really bring a likability to this character. And also Norbert really sang the shit out of it, to be honest. All right, where are we? Tammy Faye. Yeah, there was a song in Tammy Faye that really reminded me of There's a Light at the End of the Tunnel from Sunset Boulevard. No, from Starlight Express. And there was a song, I can't remember, but there's a lot of like faux gospel. And the thing is, Elton has his own style, but I don't know. I think if you would have gotten an American, maybe someone from the South, to compose Tammy Faye, it just would have had some more authenticity to it. Love Elton John, but he doesn't have to work hard. But he's great. But yeah, you can tell when he's really invested and when he's not so much. Okay, Devil Wears Prada. I'm curious to see that. Well, he's actually working with he's working with Shauna, what's her name, who wrote Suffs? Shayna Taub. So so I don't know, but I mean, can you imagine collaborating with Sir Elton John? I'd be like, whatever you want, Sir Elton. It'd be hard to win an argument. Okay. Oh, we're back. Every time someone asks when Hamilton's up, an angel loses their wings. Cynthia doing a little parody of Good Night, Good Luck. Just kind of ripping on the play. That was a little dig. That was a little dig at Good Night, Good Luck. We got Kristen Chenoweth. She's going to be on Broadway soon with the Queen of Versailles. Did you know she was supposed to be in Death Becomes Her? The Jimmies. I love Kristen. Best actress in a featured role in a musical. Natalie's going to win, even though it's not a featured role. She was great. I want Justina to win. Give it to Justina. Give it to Justina. Give it to Justina. It'll be Natalie. Natalie Venetia Balcone or Venetia. Who knows how you say it? Oh, she's dressed. She's dressed like Mae West. Look at these feathers. Why don't you come up and see me sometime? Knew she was going to win, but I just don't think it's fair when you nominate someone who's clearly a leading role in a musical and say it's a featured role when it's not. Look at this outfit. Oh my gosh, she looks rich. The hair, she looks fantastic. Oh, you guys need to see. You need to see her outfit. Here it is. Wait, that's from the back. There we go. Look at the feathers. Love the feathers. That's a funny joke. You have to see that one on YouTube. Shout out to Jason Momoa. Snack break. Sorry if you had to watch me try to chew that sandwich. That prosciutto was not coming loose. That was a lovely speech. A little humor, a lot of heart. Great outfit. Oh, Kelly, come on, the goddess. If you want to talk God, Kelly O'Hara, who does not age. Look at her. She should be in Death Becomes Her because she clearly took a potion. Nollins. Oh, he should have been nominated, but he was put his lead. Jinx Monsoon. Looking good. Love that outfit for David Hired Pierce. David's on the wrong foot. I do like this arrangement. So that was an interesting choice of a number, and they've also reworked it to include David Hired Pierce because I don't remember him being in the middle of that line and doing that. Interesting, he was on the wrong foot. I think he may have just learned that. I also think they included the understudies in that performance because it looked like more people. Okay, they said Hamilton's next, but we'll see. Yeah, that was an interesting choice. Did you guys find that exciting? First of all, it's weird because that song's not even from Pirates. It's a song they added from HMS Pinafore, and they've added a few songs to the musical, like not like Pirates needed more music in it. But I don't know. That's an interesting choice. My biggest criticism of the show is they're going for this New Orleans authenticity, but it doesn't feel it to me. But it's fun. I mean, I don't know if they're going for authenticity. I just wish it had more authenticity. Sandwich commentary. Yeah, it's actually really good. It's mozzarella and prosciutto, but the prosciutto is really hard to chew. Like break off from the sandwich. That's why I was like leaning over there, and it got stuck in my teeth, so they had to go get a toothpick. All right. Show the transmission. I can only show you little bits of it on my laptop. Sorry, I'll get canceled. I'll get shut down. Ramin Karimloo is great as the Pirate King. Actually, I loved him. He's really funny in it, and he's very sexy, well cast, well sung, well acted. It's actually a really great cast for Pirates, to be honest. And David Hyde Pierce, if he'd been nominated, if he hadn't been listed as a lead, he should be supporting. I don't understand how Natalie Venetia Balcone can be a supporting and then David Hyde Pierce is a lead when he has like 2 songs in the show. No. And she has like all of them. Okay. My favorite kind of sandwich. Yes, it's really good. It is a piazza on the teeth. Okay, going back to my working through this season's Broadway shows from my least favorite to my most favorite. Next, I threw away a lot of the playbills early on the season because it's just a habit of mine. And then I realized, I should need to save them for videos like this. But I wrote it on a card, Home. So Home was a limited run at Roundabout Theater, and it's very similar to Our Town in kind of the nostalgia of it. But I found it more enjoyable than Our Town because it's only 3 people, and the 2 women whose names I don't remember, who play all the characters. They had to make really broad choices, and I actually really appreciated those broad choices because it made the characters more interesting. So I actually, as plays go, I enjoyed Home more than I did Our Town, and Our Town won the Pulitzer. But Our Town walked so that Home could run. And Home, although a very delightful 3-person play, it doesn't have a lot of plot, so I did get a little bit slow for me in time, so that's why it's not further up in my list. Okay, next we have, sorry, and I'm going to get some pushback on this. Floyd Collins, love the score. Score is amazing. Love Jerry Jordan. Oh, we're going to come back to Floyd because we're going back to the Tonys. Ben Stiller, best play. Best play. The hairy chest. Good. Cola Scola. So funny. Look at this dress. Look at this outfit. I missed it. Sorry about that. Purpose. So good. That play was, all these plays are so good. You can't go wrong with any of these plays. That's a good synopsis of the play. Oh, look at Sadie looking like a grown up. It is funny. Oh, I love these short descriptions of the play. They're really good. English, Marjan. It was so good. All those plays were fantastic. So I think Cole's going to win, but I wish John Proctor won. John Proctor's my favorite play. It's so funny and it's so heartfelt. Okay, let's wait for Ben to come on, open it. It's Oh Mary. What? What? He and Kara Young, both of them getting 2 in a row because it won the Pulitzer. Oh, I don't know though. But see, John Proctor didn't even get nominated for a Pulitzer, I don't think. Interesting. So Cole has to win Best Actor now. Wow, that's a surprise. Is everybody shocked? I'm shocked. That was like my number 3 choice. Everybody shocked? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Surprise. Good speech. Love that speech by Brandon Jacob Jenkins. Look, of course, he's a great playwright. He's a great thinker. So I love he's supporting local theater. This got developed at Steppenwolf, which is really high-end local theater. But yeah, definitely support your local theaters. So yeah, I'm surprised. Now, guys, I'm really shocked that Purpose won, but it was my number 3 choice. Well, no, probably my number 2 choice by what I wanted. I love Oh Mary, but Oh Mary it's mainly comedy, and this makes me wonder who will win Best Director now, though, because Felicia wasn't nominated for play. That'll be interesting. So my choice was John Proctor as the villain because John Proctor, like Purpose, has the comedy, it has the heart, but I found that John Proctor is even more subversive, more shocking, more edgy than Purpose. But I've been to see John Proctor more than once, and so that helped me really dive into it. Purpose I've only seen once. I would love to go back because it is a very good play. And also I was seated too far to the side, and it messed up the dinner scene for me. Oh, are we back already? Leia Salonga? Oh, I like this dress. Got flowers. She looks great. Love this. Maybe happy ending. All right, maybe happy ending. Interesting choice to do this number. Totally seeing him look for the switch. Okay, maybe happy ending just performed their number. It was a really strange choice, I thought, because that number is magical in the show because all of the orchestra is on a turntable and they're spinning around them as these lights light up. And also the conductor who has the little light on the end of his baton, he's not lit behind him. So you really focus on the light of the firefly. You're not looking at this guy waving a baton so much. You're looking at the firefly. And then he turns around and then everything spins around. So it just seems like a weird choice. It's a good thing it's going to win Best Musical because based on that performance, as far as a commercial goes for a show, I don't think that would make me want to go see it. And also, I thought the description of the show saying it's about them going to find little firefly robots, that's not why they go to Jeju. They go to Jeju to reunite Oliver with his owner. The firefly thing is just a side thing. That's her excuse. It's something that's what she wants to do, I guess. I never really understood why she wanted to see fireflies so badly. Guess she just wanted to get out of the house. So what do you guys think? What number should have they have done? I think the opening number would have been better, and it doesn't show off Helen, but Helen's not nominated. I would have done the opening number because it's uptune, and that's the problem with Maybe Happy Ending 2. There's not a lot of up-tempo songs. There's the opening number and there's the song when they go on the road trip. Otherwise, it's ballads back to back. It's a hard show to give a commercial for. All right. Someone said love that. So, okay, that's good. Let me read these comments. Let's catch up. Okay, no, Hamilton's not going to be to the very end, so stop asking. What are they doing with the jar? They're collecting fireflies. Okay, I'm reading through. No link. Matt said good. Hamilton doesn't deserve it. Okay. I didn't see any of the plays. Oh, go see all the plays. Go see all the plays. They were so great this year. All the nominated plays. You can't see Hills of California, but all the other plays are still playing, I believe. So go check them out. I'm surprised they did Best Play before Best Revival of a Play. She is a robot, but she's a later design, so she acts much more human than the boy does. The boy's a later model, so he walks more like a robot. It's funny going to see Maybe Happy Ending a second time. I understood a lot more that really confused me the second time. It really helps to see it a second time. I hope they do the underwear song for where the women are the title song for Real Women Have Curves. Everyone wants the Rainy Day song. That one's a cute song. It's got humor in it, so that would have been nice. Yeah, funny because there's a lot of humor in Maybe Happy Ending. They really should have shown that. There was no humor in that song. Go for the humor, stay for the heart, right? That should be their tagline. Exactly. Opening number went better. I agree with you, Jeffrey. Yeah, the order of some of these, I wonder if they always do the same award order or not. I don't think so because the Tony Award, the official sheet that you print up is not an award in the order that they're announced, which makes it very difficult to follow along. Yeah, I agree. The Firefly scene loses impact if you don't get the set design. I mean, that's what makes Maybe Happy Ending so great is the set design. DJ GNYC, thank you Thanks for the tip. Anyone wants to give me a tip, it's much appreciated. I can buy more prosciutto and mozzarella sandwiches from that place right nearby. Okay, so back to going through my playbills. What was the last one that I said? Working from my least favorite to my favorite. Oh, it was Floyd Collins. Now, I would go see Floyd Collins again because I just think the score is so beautiful. But the problem was I get bored by this play. That's why I can't move it up higher, despite how amazing the score is, and despite how amazing Jeremy Jordan sounds, and how much I love that one dance they do in the second act where the news guys come in. Okay, we're back with Brian Stokes. He's got a good voice for this announcer. Jesse Eisenberg. Floyd Collins. I just spoke about it. Opening number. This wig. It's better from far away. Yeah. I love playing a role I don't have to shave for. Interesting that their camera's so close. Come on, cameraman. All right, let's talk about that. Jeremy Jordan, one of the best male vocalists on Broadway. I mean, he's incredible. Sounds great. There's my old boss, Andre Bishop. So it was interesting to choose that song and then to have the camera close up on him the whole time so we can't see him sliding up and sliding down the parts, which I don't know if they even had those on that stage. So that scene is actually really cool in the theater. It was a little weird here. Gorus. This one, it's a toss-up for me. So good. Oh my God, I love this play. Jessica. Oh, love Jessica. Where did they get these clips? Zoe was great in that. Yellowface. Loved it. It's between Eureka Day and Yellowface. I think Yellowface is going to win, but I want Eureka Day to win, especially because Jessica didn't win. Eureka Day! Yay! That's my fave. Okay, good job. But Jessica should have won. Jessica's going to accept it. Give that woman some screen time. Come on, guys. This play was amazing, and Jessica was amazing in it, and it's just not playing now. So they gave it to a play that's current running. I mean, Carrie Young deserves it, but her play is currently running, and this is already closed. But this was supposed to be at the Kennedy Center, and the new head of the Kennedy Center, Donald Trump, canceled this play. And it's a great play. Look at that short woman. She's adorable. Oh, Lynn Meadows. She's delightful. Shh, let her finish. Yay. I'm so happy Eureka Day won. What is my thing with Jessica Hecht? I've seen her like in everything she's done on Broadway, not because I sought her out, but she would keep showing up in plays I was watching, and she's always excellent. So is Cara Young. So she should have won for Under the View from the Bridge. Yeah, go check out Yellowface on PBS. Great performances. Yeah, I guess I'm behind you guys. Hamilton. They're doing Hamilton now. Is that Ariana with the locks? Hey, that's how you do a medley, y'all. That was good. The reason they did this is because Broadway has not had a hit like Hamilton. We're overdue to have a big, splashy musical that just changes the cultural zeitgeist. So I think that was fun. That was cute. I didn't think it was worth like tuning in just for that. But I guess the people who really love Hamilton, it's nice. It's good. And it's good. Hey, that show is continuing to sell out and do great. And we need another hit like Hamilton. So I'm working on it, guys. I'll have one soon. Okay. I'll have it soon. Cut to 7 years. All right, guys. We could see boop, 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 boop. Okay. Let's get through these play barrels. All right. So Floyd Collins was the last one I did. Worked out well with the, did I mention it was a strange, I like that opening song, but it was weird that the camera was so close up and it was having trouble tracking him because on the stage, it's all in complete black and there's these things rising up out of the stage that he slides down. And I saw one thing he slid down. So I don't know to what degree they were able to recreate that staging for the people who are watching this at Radio City. That's always the problem with, when a show really is relying on a lot of technical aspects, you can't show those on Radio City Music Hall because that stage isn't built for what your stage is built for at your Broadway house. So it's better if you do the numbers that just stand on their own and don't really need all that bells and the whistles. All right. So I would love to see the newspaper guy, but they're not nominated. But I love the newsmen's number in Floyd Collins. It's a great number. All right. Next, after Floyd Collins, very similar show, Swept Away. This show sounded great. I love the music, but it was a problem of the book and the music were doing the same job because the songs were written first and the book was written after. So a song would happen and then a scene would happen and they'd be kind of fulfilling the same purpose. So as someone who's interested in dramaturgy, I found that made it a little dull. Next, we have Left on 10th. And I'm probably placing this a lot higher than most people would think because there's not a lot to the show, but I was entertained by it. And I'm not going by what I think the best play are. I'm going by what most entertained me. Delia Ephron, who wrote musical comedies with her sister Nora, who wrote romantic comedies with her sister Nora, wrote this play about her being treated for cancer. I thought Peter Gallagher was great in this. And I thought there was a lot of laughs and it was fun and it flew by pretty quickly. Susan Stroman directed it, so it moved really well and it looked great on the space. All right, next, throughout this playbill. Oh, someone asked why I throw out playbills. I have seen so many shows. I live in such a small apartment that if I kept all the playbills for every show I've seen, I would have no room for my tuxedo. And wouldn't that be a tragedy? Okay, the next one is Roommate. Throughout that playbill because it was early in the season. For this season, I'm going to save, now that I'm doing these reviews, I'm going to save the playbills all the way to the Tonys. But these are getting thrown out. So if you want them, let me know. You can have my playbills, my playburls. Next one is The Roommate. The Roommate was good because we got to see Mia Farrow, who's not going to win a Tony, and Patti LuPone, who wasn't nominated for a Tony, but finds a way to make headlines in any way she can. So, I mean, it's interesting. I think sometimes I wonder if she'd been nominated for something, then she wouldn't be saying crazy stuff that's going to get her canceled. Or she really just, I think Patty does all of this just to stay relevant, to stay in the public eye, even though it means that she then has to issue apologies and that it's really tone deaf and does not make any new friends doing what she's doing. But I think that's why she does it. So also I'll tell this story later, but I was at the theater the night that Patty snatched that cell phone. And that's why I wrote a song about it. It's called Patti LuPone Just Stole My Effing Cell Phone. No, it's actually called An Evening in the Theater. That's the name. So check it out on my YouTube channel if you want to hear the song I wrote about Patti LuPone. And let me know if you think I should remix it and do a new video for it. I think I should, but let me know if you agree with me. Okay, next, Redwood. Tina Landau did A Guy in a Hole and a Girl in a Tree. This show, again, the visuals were amazing, but the story really didn't really give me a reason to put this woman up in a tree. There was a lot of contrivances with it. There was also a lot of ballads in the show, but I thought it sounded great and it looked great. And Idina, whose name I've learned to say, but I still will probably say it wrong, was good in this. But the show probably deserved a better show, but she was a co-writer on this show, so I get why she probably wanted to be involved. All right, let's go back to the Tonys. Bryan Cranston, Allison Janney. That's where we are in my version of the Tonys. Love Allison Janney. This dress is cool. I love that she towers over everyone. Close to the mic. Thank you, Allison. They were getting notes backstage saying, I love her. Best director. Talk faster. Material. Drop Dead Gorgeous. She was in that. So I thought Sam Pinkleton would win. The direction was great in this play. I thought Sam was going to win, but now I'm not so sure because it didn't win Best Play. Could Danya win? I mean, we're giving people 2 awards in a year. Gosh, maybe it'll be Danya. I would love it to be Danya. Sam Pinkleton. Okay, but Sam's great too. Hey, Sam, you're not watching this, but I actually know Sam, so I should have been voting for him all along. But I was worried because it didn't win Best Play. Yay, Sam. Love him. Got it right. Yay, Sam. Good for you. Oh, he's giving full shiz right now. Love the energy. Oh, good speech. Love the energy. Oh, director of a musicale. They're doing 2. I'm going to say no. I want Michael to win. He did a great job. Good job as well. He's really making his name. Jamie Lloyd's going to win. Look at that photo of Jamie Lloyd. He's punk. Yes! Oh, he deserved it. And his show's still open. Oh, love that. Oh, I'm glad I got that one wrong. That's who I wanted to win. Okay, this is turning out, except for Jessica, it's turning out very nicely. I'm so happy he won. Somebody else I know. Oh my gosh, I know both of the best directors. Does that mean I'm going to be a star on Broadway? Use my connections? Perfect? Maybe. It's true. It was a risk. Oh. Okay, so I met Michael Arden years ago. He was a reader for me and in an audition. And I remember walking out of the audition and going, who was that reader? He was incredible. And I think he's going to get the role and not me. Okay. Is she going to sing? Maggie Smith. That was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I just want to talk about Michael Arden a little bit, and not to name drop. We're not close friends, but I've met him before, and he's a very nice person, and I really love him. But it's also, I met him as a reader, and I just, it was so long ago, and to see him, he was an actor on Broadway. He was very successful, and then became a director, and just an incredible director. Michael Arden is a quintessential theater person he's done every job in theater. So I'm so happy he won. Also, I think it did help him. I also think his work was better than Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard was a reimagining of something, so that's something. But but Michael Arden was also taking a new show that they'd already done in Korea and reimagining it for the production, and the production of Maybe Happy Ending, this is greater than the sum of its parts because of the direction by Michael Arden. So he's a nice guy, and I'm so glad that he won. That's who I wanted to win. So it makes me happy, even though I thought it was going to be that other show, Sunset Boulevard, which I just don't really love as a show. I like the revival better than the original, but it's not a great show. Okay, should we go back to playbills? No questions, no questions, no questions, no questions. I love Sunset, but you have a good point about Michael. Yes, Michael's great. And Jamie Lloyd is doing cool things, and he's doing it with Evita now. So get ready for that next year. CBS is already posting clips. Okay, look at that. CBS is already posting clips for those who have trouble. Okay, so we're going to go back to my order of my shows from my least the ones I enjoyed the least, the ones I enjoyed the most. This has nothing to do with how good the shows were. Once Upon a Mattress, that's somewhere in the middle. I enjoyed it, but it's a really silly show. But I thought they did a great job with it. Sutton Foster, Michael Urie were so hilarious in it. Yeah, it was good. It was a good revival, and it should have been nominated for Best Revival. And Sutton Foster would have been nominated for Best Actress if the show had still been open, because she was getting raves for that role. Okay, next we have McNeil, which played at Lincoln Center, starring Robert Downey Jr. And I probably place this a lot higher than most critics would, because it kind of got, a lot of the critics didn't like it. I liked what the play was about. It was about AI. And so I think I'm more placed. I enjoyed the play more than most did, just because I was really interested in the subject matter. But it was boring in some places. So I get why why a lot of critics didn't like it. Next, we have Old Friends. This isn't as high as it would be, just because it's not a new show. It's a bunch of Sondheim songs, which I'm always happy to hear. But there were so many songs missing from this that I really wanted to hear. So yeah, it's kind of in the middle for me. All right, next we have A Wonderful World, Louis Armstrong. This show struggled in the book area. The songs are also weird because the songs that he recorded are so eclectic. But I really liked the four women who played his wives, and I really loved James Monroe Eaglehart as Louis Armstrong. He was great in this role, and his four wives were terrific. And I actually love the costumes, because it goes through his whole life, and the costumes keep changing. It's amazing. Okay, let's go back to the Tonys. Who do we got? Oh, we got Call Me Izzy star Jean Smart. I didn't know how tall she was. Sarah Paulson's tall. A man-eating dress. Okay, we already know. We know. They look great. Yeah. Good luck, George Clooney. This is Cole's to lose. Louis was great, but he's not American, so he's not going to win. Cola Scola. Okay, so for those of you who didn't get to see Cole's outfit earlier or haven't seen it online, here's Cole booking it up, running like Mary Todd Lincoln. They should make it the faster you get to the mic, the longer you get to speak, right? That should be the rule. The quicker you get to the mic, the longer you get to talk. It should start from the moment that your name is announced. Of course, now you got to wait for the audience to be quiet. Oh, love him. Love them. Love Cola Scola. Love how crazy the dress, everything. Love the cuckoo crazy. Okay, that was interesting. They decided to focus on Jeb Brown instead of Andrew Durand. That was kind of a mashup of a couple songs from the show, but I thought that really worked well. That would make me interested in the show, and that is such a catchy song because of the repetition. Yeah, I thought that was a good choice of a number to do. I liked how they included the newscasters, included everybody in the cast. They included Andrew Durand. They really focused on Jeb Brown, I think, because they probably knew that he had the best chance of winning, even though I don't think he will. I thought that was a good choice. What do you guys think? All right, let's go back to my play burls. See if we can get through these. Oh, they're on the ground. Okay. So next, working from my least enjoyable to my most enjoyable experiences in the theater this season, we have Glengarry Glen Ross. Now, this wasn't the best production of the show, but I think it's such a great play that any production of Glengarry Glen Ross, as long as the actors are passably good, and many of the actors in this were actually excellent, despite some of them were miscast, but it was worthwhile. I enjoyed it. I like that play. All right, next we have Pirates, the Penzance musical. This one was a lot of fun. It's very light. It's just a fun time. My biggest issue with it was I just had a really hard time understanding the lyrics because when they changed the style of the music to fit more New Orleans, it lost the space of the operetta's original orchestrations. And I had a really, especially when you start bringing horns, I can't understand what people are saying. But it's fun. And David Hyde Pierce alone and if I really thought David Hyde Pierce should have been listed as a supporting actor and he could have won for Best Supporting Actor in a Musical. Have we announced that one yet? We haven't, but I don't think the competition's that stiff. Speaking of Dead Outlaw. All right. Next is Elf. This is not the best production or the greatest musical, but Hanson, his name is Hanson. What's his first name? His name is Gray. Gray Hanson is great, was so great, so enjoyable in this that I really enjoyed myself during the show. It's light, fun, silly. His performance was so good that I just really enjoyed my time in the theater. Next, we have Stranger Things. Not familiar with the show at all, but it didn't matter for me because I just found this engrossing. I hope they don't make too many more shows like this because they will take so long to make their investment back because this is all technical stuff that they would just fill up too many theaters. But we're gonna let Stranger Things have the Minskoff for not the Minskoff marquee. We'll let Stranger Things have the marquee theater for a few years or maybe 10 years because what I understand is they're going to do three different shows from Stranger Things. I guess 3 prequels. I don't know. That's what the word on the street is. Next is Betty Boop. Jasmine is the reason that this show is ranked as high as it is because she is a delight to watch in this musical, even though the book is terribly confusing. Costumes are great. I really love Grampy. I loved just the energy of the show is fun. And really, you go see Jasmine in this because she's fantastic. And this is, if you have kids, this is a family show, even though it gets strangely political halfway through. Didn't need to do that. Next, through this, I never had this playbill because I saw it off Broadway, so it was just a piece of paper anyhow. But Job, two-hander it's a really nail-biting play. I would have placed it even higher if ultimately it's one of those plays that after you see it, you start thinking about it, it stops making sense. But in the moment, it is. That play is really exciting. Okay, next one we just saw Dead Outlaw. I love the score for this show. Yeah, and the music was written first for this show, and that's part of the reason I do have a problem with it. Is although Itmore Moses did a great job of writing a book for the show, I feel like it's really hard to write songs first and then try to write a book around it. You know, the other shows that struggled with that were swept away. And basically any show written by Elton John, because it seems like he writes the songs. I'm kind of joking because I'm sure they have meetings and at least tell him what the plot of the show is. But sometimes his songs feel like the book writer is having to write around the Elton John songs. All right, next I have Real Women Have Curves. This is a show where I thought that the directorial vision could have been stronger for this show because I think the elements of the show, the book, the music, the lyrics, the actors are all quite good, but I didn't feel like the costumes, the set design, the lighting design, the choreography, even though it's directed by a choreographer, I just didn't feel like it was cohesive and really it wasn't doing something with this material that you wouldn't kind of anticipate any director would do with it. It just lacked that really special that someone like Michael Arden gives to every project that he works on. So yeah. Next is Hills of California. Throughout that playbill, I know some people didn't love this play, but I loved Hills of California. It's long. It was like almost 3 hours. Oh, we're going back to the Tonys. We'll talk about Hills when we get back. Okay. Gypsy. Wait, we're doing another commercial. Never mind. Oh, this is introducing the show. Wait, why is there a commercial? Is she going to perform Rosa's turn? Is this a commercial for Gypsy? No, okay. I swear that was a commercial. Well, what is the Tonys but a long commercial? Dun, 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 dun. Yep, here we go, guys. Buckle up. In her chest. Come on, Audra. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. She found a way to do it where she shouts that stuff where it's in between, where she really wants to flip into her head voice, but it's not going to sound quite right. She shouts it or she screams it or she puts some gravel on it. Come on. The emotion in that performance. I don't care that she can't belt the last note. It's her head voice, but she's got chest and it's got presence to it. So yeah, argue with me on that. I thought she sounded great. Miss No, not Pirates. I mean, I think Sunset has to win because they didn't even nominate George C. Wolfe for best revival of musical. So I think it's going to go to Sunset. It's like if you don't nominate the director, how can anything else win it? Look at this badass boy. Dude, I don't want to meet him in a dark alley. Oh, and Nicole looking amazing in this dress. All right. Nice costume change. Oh, I should be talking while they're walking up. Yeah, this is such a reimagining of the show. What is with this tattoo? The guy behind him trying to get seen by the camera. This is how many producers it takes to put a musical on. Oh, that's it. All right. No, it deserved to win. I'm not a huge fan of the original show. I get a little tired. I'm not big into melodramas. I feel like they should be operas, not musicals. Oprah. Yeah. Oprah looking good. Love it. Gummy bears. She looks great. Oprah Winfrey. She's got a good makeup artist too, I think. She looks great. I love this outfit on Cynthia. Oh, wow. Huh. That's a dress. That's why she looks like she just had a baby. Don't you feel bad now for commenting on her body? Opening number. This rap's hard to understand. Yay. They've had a lot of experience doing these because they also did West End Olivier Awards, and I think they did the same number. That's a combination of a couple numbers. I wish there was one point where it slowed down a little bit though, because that really fast rap for that one person in the middle is really hard to follow all of that lyric, even on TV where we can really see their lips. But congratulations to Operation Mincemeat cast. That was fantastic. It was so good. I love that show. What I love about that show, except for that Trout lyric, which I think it was, oh no, he talks about newts later. But I mean, sometimes the lyric is a little silly, but it's actually got a lot of wit and humor to that show, which I really, really enjoy. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait, I saw Mincemeat yesterday, was bored and didn't quite get the show. Am I just getting old and mean? Matt's Broadway Gospel. Well, if it was because you didn't understand what they were saying, and that is the difficulty with this show, is that it is a lot to take in. And I saw it in London first, so I was at a little bit of an advantage for that. So sorry if I misled you. Maybe it wasn't for you. I think the whole number is a bit, yeah. That's the hardest thing about this show. It's because it's British dialects, it's different British dialects, and they speak really fast. That's the one caveat about this show. Needs Patty. Patty Lapone. No, she's in hiding right now. She's temporarily canceled, I believe. All right, so let's go back let's see if we can work through the rest of these shows. Where were we? Oh, we were Hills of California, right? Anyhow, I just think Hills of California, despite being too long and having male characters that really could have just been cut, I found the show very moving, and I thought it was brilliantly directed because it takes place in two time periods, and the way that it was directed really made it clear. And the use of the staircase at the end for the final moment was really beautiful. All right, so next up, speaking of Sunset Boulevard, that's the next one. This show, 15 minutes in, I was thoroughly confused. But no, for the first 15 minutes, I was thoroughly confused. But then when I understood that Jamie Lloyd is just kind of doing a send up on this musical, I don't think he really loves the original show that much. But he was like, I can do something fun with this material. And that he did. And it's very tongue in cheek. And I enjoyed it. I had a good time. So I liked it. Next. Buena Vista Social Club. I really want to see this in a supper club, honestly. It's just the music and the dancing. It's all in Spanish, not the dialogue, but the songs are all in Spanish. So I mean, I don't think it can win Best Musical. You really need a score that's in English, and you need songs that are actually moving a plot forward. But this one, just the live band, the band also becoming actors in the show. The authenticity of this show is incredible. I'd really like to hear from a Cuban or a Spanish speaker and let me know what you think of Natalie Venetia Belcon's Spanish lyrics. Next, we have Maybe Happy Ending. This show has been growing on me because I do appreciate the craft. My biggest problem with this show is just too many ballads, but it's that kind of show. It is. And also I was thinking more about this since I did my second. Some of the things I said, I was confused even the second time. The more I thought about it, the more I understood. The more I watch this show, the more I enjoy it because I really get into the craft. But also the more I see how it's breaking a lot of rules. There's a big rule that you don't sing a lot of ballads. This sings a lot of ballads. You don't sing songs about people pitying themselves. This has songs about people pitying themselves. That was my big hard time is this. you have to be really heartfelt about this show because a lot of the songs are sad, but they're beautifully sad. So if you like beautiful sadness, maybe happy ending. And it has an uplifting ending. Next, Smash. I know you're thinking, what? He liked Smash more than maybe happy ending? I enjoyed it more. It was silly and fun. And the dancing was great. I just thought I had a great time on this show. But I don't know the television show, so I had nothing to compare it to. I just thought it was it was like a backstage farce about a musical about Marilyn Monroe, and I laughed a lot and had a great time, but was aware that the songs do not move the plot forward. Again, I'm saying the shows I had the best time in the theater and not the shows that I think are the best written or should win the most awards. All right. Oh, we're back to the Tonys. Cynthia in another outfit. Love it. Aliki Cavalier. That's a great name. Is that who I saw in Cabaret? I don't recognize her with this different hair. I love this dress. The color blocking is very cool. Real Women, please do a good job. Please make people want to buy tickets. Reminds me of Hamilton. It really reminds me of Hamilton. That's not the song I would have chosen. That song reminds me way too much of Hamilton. Actor in a musical, baby. Darren Criss will win, but I want Groff Sauce. No, Joe Gillis isn't a Tony Award-winning character. We Love Jonathan. James was nominated. He could win if the show was still open. Best singer on Broadway. Darren Criss, that's who we thought. Congrats, Darren. Nice speech. That tuxedo looks like something Mickey Mouse would wear, or someone in Betty Boop would wear. I think I liked his sparkly one better. Okay, are we taking a break? Yeah, taking a break. All right. Well, there's a lot to cover there. I was a little disappointed with the choice of the song for Real Women Have Curves. What did you guys think? Did you think that that's going to sell tickets? It's just sounds so much like Hamilton. And someone else was mentioning that Operation Mincemeat sounds like Hamilton. Operation Mincemeat throughout is referencing a lot of Broadway style songs, and it's kind of just what they're doing. But I feel like a lot of Real Women Have Curves, they have a lot of songs that don't feel like they're doing that. So I don't know. What the problem I have with that number is it's kind of doing book work. It's showing things that are happening as plot in the show. And it's just not usually for a Broadway show. You want a moment of catharsis. You want a moment of emotion, not emotion of someone juggling learning how to sew and writing for a professional newspaper. But I want a moment that's more emotionally driven to really sell a show. That's what I think. Okay. Yeah. I know that song sounded more like Hamilton because we just heard Hamilton. If Hamilton had come afterwards, it may have not been so obvious. Let's get back. I want to get through my playbills. We're into the shows that I really like a lot. Is Death Becomes Her? I know I was a little critical about this show because the second act really doesn't go anywhere for me. But this is a great time show. This is for people who love drag shows, people who like gay stuff, because it is for the gays. It's a big costume show where these two women not only become younger, but they become drag queens. And the biting comedy is great. The physical comedy is great. The costumes are incredible. All right, next is Picture of Dorian Gray. I was a little critical of this because it's just so many screens, but I keep finding myself, I only saw it once and I didn't love my seat, and I find myself really wanting to go back and see this again because it is a singular kind of show. So I have that next. Sarah Snook's amazing. This is a great story by Oscar Wilde, and I just thought it was so timely with everyone's obsession with smartphones and TikTok and looking at themselves constantly. How's my hair? Next, we have Cult of Love. This is a family drama that really spoke to me. Oh, we're back. We're back. Oprah looking great. Look at that hourglass figure. She's got the stripes on the side to accentuate it. This shows you what a nutritionist and a trainer can do for you. And maybe a little help from the surgeon. Just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're doing Best Actress in a musical. Okay, guys, I have Nicole down, but I don't want Nicole to win. I kind of want Jasmine or Audra, but we haven't seen Jasmine perform yet. What do you think, guys? I think it's gonna be Nicole, but who do I want, Audra or Jasmine? Let's look at these faces. Jasmine looks great. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's who we thought. Well, she got what she wanted. She deserves it. She did a good job. Thoughts on Nicole? Oh, people are getting heated on the chats here. I feel you. Especially can breathe in that dress. Don't cry for 90 seconds, honey. See, she is Norma Desmond. She's that girl. Tom Francis looks like he wanted to wear Best Actress. Yeah, but the thing about Tom Francis, I just don't think Joe Gillis is the role that wins. The role has to be one that really supports an actor. It doesn't have to be, but it usually is. So congrats to Nicole. I think it's deserved. Just kind of wanted Jasmine to shake it up. Best musical, babies. Guys, we know what it's going to be, right? We're all in agreement. It's going to be Real Women Have Curves. No, but I love it. I do love that show. All right. Announce maybe happy ending, and then we can all finish our sandwiches. Maybe happy ending. He did it fast. He did it fast. He knew. He's like, we got to wrap this thing up. Wow, they really swept, didn't they? Maybe happy ending. Did they win all their categories? Is it ironic that the one show that I kind of didn't like swept? What do I know? I know nothing. All right. I know what I like. All right. Are we done? I think that's all the awards. Yeah, we always end with Best Musical. Are we wrapping it up? What's happening? Cynthia, take it away in a different dress. Ooh, nice. This dress. Yes. Ostrich. Did Lynn write this? You won it. You won a Tony. Amazing. Cynthia. And to be singing lyrics that she's reading off a teleprompter. She's a pro. I mean, she's more than a pro, because a pro would actually have been able to rehearse all the lyrics. So she's amazing. I'm amazed by her voice. Does she ever have allergies? Does she ever have any issue like that I have all the time? All right, guys, that wraps up another Tony's. Let me go through the final play. You guys want to know what my favorite shows were? I just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 8 left. Okay, let's rip through these. So I was saying Cult of Love was my next favorite. It's a family drama. It also spoke about being in a very Christian family and having grown up Mormon. It really spoke to me, and I think that's one reason I enjoyed the play as much as I did. English also really spoke to me because I used to teach English in Korea. And so a lot of these ideas in this play about understanding who you are in a foreign language really applied. I also spoke Korean. So, I really understand how that feels when you're especially, I think I'm funny in English, and then trying to find that same humor in a foreign language is very difficult. Next, and you're like, why didn't he write Maybe Happy Ending? Why am I not in Korea writing musicals? I don't know. Next, we have Purpose. This is just such a great family drama written by Brandon Jacob Jenkins. Beautiful cast, well directed. It's just a great show overall. I could see this over and over again. In fact, I need to go back and see it again. Next was Yellowface, which we can now watch on PBS Great Performances. So I'm thrilled to watch that again because I love that play. Francis Chu is so funny. I think it actually really helped them too. It's interesting that they won Best Supporting, but then Eureka Day. So I'm glad they divvied that out. Gypsy. Audra could have won. Audra is amazing. I loved her performance. I don't care what you have to say about her voice. But this is, once I went back and saw this show, knowing what the conceit was, there should be a note. So if you're going to see Gypsy, know that it is color conscious, that it is a Black woman in a white world trying to make her daughter successful. And she's fighting not only showbiz, but she's fighting racism as well. Okay, next was Oh Mary, which is just such a funny play, and so irreverent and so great. It's not my top play because I think it's not as clean playwriting, and it also lacks the heart. It is just ridiculously silly craziness, but I love the mind of Cola Scola, and that was a lot of fun. And I still, people have seen Oh Mary. I still don't find that ending madcap medley as funny as the audience does, but I laughed a lot through that play. Next, we have Just in Time. You guys know how much I love Jonathan Groff. This I actually went back to see, and I told you I didn't love it as much, which is why it's not my number one, but this is a fun show. I mean, you will not be I don't know how anyone who goes to see this show will be disappointed by it. It is not boring, not confusing. It's a fun time. It's got great singing, great dancing, beautiful people in it. Can't love it. And you get sprayed by Jonathan Groff. What more can you ask for? This Operation Mincemeat, guys, I just love this one because although the score is derivative, that's kind of what they're going for with it. It's referencing a lot of pastiche kinds of songwriting. It's referencing a lot of other shows. But this is a scrappy show this started out in fringe festivals in London and beyond. And it's just grown so much. I saw it in London. I loved it even more here. So I just have a great time every time I see this show, because the lyric pace is so fast. I always hear something new. So I love this show, but I know it's not for everyone. I had a great time. Okay, next, we're Eureka Day. Gosh, I love this play so much. The second I saw it, I left the theater and I made a quick video for social media, which I never do, saying go see the show, because I knew it was a limited run. So for those of you who got to see this, you are lucky, and I hope you loved it as much as me. For those of you who are waiting to see in DC, sorry, it got canceled by the new administration, who really shouldn't have anything to do with the arts. Let's be honest. Stick with what you know, reality television. And finally, the show that I enjoyed the most for the whole 24-25 season is, drumroll, John Proctor's The Villain. Are you surprised? The show that old white men aren't supposed to like. I loved it. It's about people I don't know. It's about teenage girls living in rural Georgia. I don't know what that's about. I found this show funny, sad, made me angry. I felt all the emotions with this show, and the cast is phenomenal ensemble cast. I can't single one person out. Well, I have in the past, but they're all fantastic in this show. So this is a show I'm like, go see this one. They keep extending it. I think it's extended to August. But these plays, this season, the plays were so great. Don't just give all your love to the musicals. Go see this. And also go give some love to, go get the discount tickets and go help out, at least be a body in a seat, and go help out Real Women Have Curves, because they didn't walk away with any awards. And also Dead Outlaws going to need your help as well. So if you love Broadway and you want these shows to keep going, you can score some affordable tickets. Though anything, and I've said this before, anything on Broadway is worth seeing. There's something you're going to find for, especially when you get a ticket for $35, $40, $45, $50. I swear it feels like it costs $50 to go see a movie now. By the time you buy popcorn and a drink and the ticket price, it's like $50. So go support Broadway. Go check out these shows that aren't going to last. They're all worth seeing. Despite my criticisms, I love every show on Broadway, and every show on Broadway I will go back and see again, because there is always, I say I would like to go back and see again, even Good Night and Good Luck, which I gave the least praise to. I would go see it again because there's something to be gained from watching that show. And great, I can watch it I don't have to go back to the theater because we can watch it on CNN or whatever it was broadcast on last night. So check that out. And Yellowface. And I hope Eureka Day gets broadcast sometime. Okay, guys. Gosh, we're coming up on 5 hours. Let's read some of these comments. I'm losing some people now because the show has ended. But I'm going to go backwards through these. So, Oh Mary, I did actually see Oh Mary just the other night a second time. It was with the same original cast. Still laughed. The jokes are still funny. I really want to see it with Titus. If they bring Titus back, I want to see him do the Madcap medley at the end. Can you imagine Titus Burgess singing the Madcap medley? Yes, Anna A. Go see Boop as well. Boop is doing better than Real Women, but go see Jasmine in Boop because you're going to want to see her performance. Let's see, what else we got in here. Oh, has Korean musical ever won a Tony before? And I don't even know any musical from Korea that's even ever played on Broadway. So it's definitely breaking some glass ceilings or whatever the term is. I spoke Korean. Yeah, they did it in Korean. Yeah, Symphony knows how to wear a garment. Sad for Operation Mincemeat. Oh well, they can go back to London where they won the Olivier. Was there any upsets tonight? I was upset by Jessica Heck not winning. I was okay that Kara Young won because she deserved it. Was there any upsets? Let me look. I think some people just got shut out, like Dead Outlaw, I believe, got shut out, as well as Real Women, although they only had 2. I don't think there were any huge surprises. Carry On was a huge surprise, and Best Play was a big surprise. I guess not for the people who know who won the Pulitzer, but I was surprised by Best Play going to Purpose. I'm happily surprised by Michael Arden winning Best Direction, but I wanted that, so it's not a big surprise. I was surprised that A Picture of Dorian Gray won Best Costumes. That wasn't in my radar at all. And sound design, Buena Vista, but I kind of saw that coming because I thought they would not understand. So I don't know how I did. I probably didn't I got 8 wrong. I didn't do well this year. There was one year where I only got 1 wrong and I won some money for that one. What year was that? That was like 3 years ago. So yeah, this year, didn't do as well as I usually do. But that's okay. A lot of people won who I wanted to win. So that just makes me really happy. Like Michael Arden, Francis Chu, a lot of people who I really hoped would win, but didn't think they would won. Still salty about Jessica, though. All right. Let me check this feed. Let me know what your favorite shows of the year were. Yeah. I wonder what happened with Mickey Joe. Was I the last man standing? I'll stay on, guys, let's do this in even 5 hours. And then I'll finish my sandwich. So we got 9 more minutes. If anybody wants to chat about anything, let me know. If anybody wants to get an opinion from someone who guessed 8 things wrong and who originally didn't like the best musical. But the plays, I got the plays all right. I missed the boat on Maybe Happy Ending, and I'm the first to admit it. First to admit it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this. I was like, who's going to show? Is it going to be like my mom and 2 other people? But at one point, I think there was maybe like 200, 250 people had tuned in. Now, true, they probably tuned in because they thought I was streaming the Tonys, which I'm like, it wasn't planned, but I'm like, oh, okay. And then they hung around for the chat. But hey, works for me. I don't buy that Audra's voice is not right for Gypsy. Is Rosalind Russell's voice right for Gypsy? Is Tyne Daly's voice right for Gypsy? The only person's voice who's really right for Gypsy is Ethel Merman, because that's who it was written for. But just because Ethel Merman premiered it doesn't mean it has to be sung that way. That's my 2 cents. And Glenn Close did Sunset Boulevard, and she can't sing it like Patti LuPone can. People are okay with it because she acted the shit out of it. And let's face it, let's go to Sunset Boulevard. We really go to hear Nicole destroy those songs. She's in a good way. She sings, it's a Nicole concert, and she's killing it. And for anyone who said that, I saw a comment that popped up that Audra was overacting. Oh, what? And Nicole wasn't? She's doing full-on melodrama. And you also have to realize that Audra is playing in the Majestic Theater, and so is Nicole Scherzinger is playing in the St. James. They're both playing in some of the biggest theaters on Broadway. So when they do their performance for Radio City Music Hall, which is even bigger than their theaters, but then the camera does a close-up on their face and you go, oh, they're overacting. No, they're performing for the theater. They're not performing for a camera to be zoomed in on their face that close. In fact, I thought they got too close. I wanted them to pull back. I wanted them to pull back on Jeremy Jordan too, even though I think it was an artistic choice that maybe Tina Landau made to like, let's get in the cave. No, I want to see him sliding down. I want to see him in the dark, wandering around the cave. That was a weird choice, right? Or anything, I missed the opening number. I saw the end of it. It was a big gospel number. So I don't know if the beginning of it was funny. I always think it's a good idea to start out a show with an uptune comedy number. So I'll go back and watch that on the YouTubes. All right, 5 minutes. Thanks, Dave. Clarified, MHE did not win orchestrations, costumes, or sound, but it won plenty. How much do you think those tickets are going to cost? Good thing is, man, here's an interesting thing. Maybe Happy Ending isn't a big theater. It's in the Belasco. It's got a balcony, and it's a very intimate show. I could see that show playing in the Golden, where Operation Mincemeat is. But Operation Mincemeat is also a small show, or the Booth or something really small. So this is going to work out so brilliantly for these producers. They took a gamble on this show by opening in the fall. I first saw it, they discounted those tickets to like $25 to get people into previews. So they kept it open. Word of mouth was good. They've now won a ton of Tony Awards. They're going to make their investment back. So good producing for Maybe Happy Ending. Excellent producing. Good job for you guys. Okay. However, a friend who only likes Hamilton. Only likes Hamilton? Well, lucky for your friend who only likes Hamilton, there were 2 shows that copied Hamilton, Operation Mincemeat and The Real Women Have Curves. So tell your friend to go see those 2 shows. They'll love it because it's got Hamilton references. Okay, Belasco only 1,000, but it is 3 levels. It feels big, but you're right. It's not as big as the Majestic, but it's bigger than the Helen Hayes. Point being, though, that the Belasco has a balcony, and I really don't think balcony seats are great for Maybe Happy Ending because it's a play where the actors don't move a lot, but the set moves a lot. So maybe it's okay in the big theater. Okay, I wonder if I can save these comments and read them later. Thank you, Anna A. This is my first time doing a live stream, and I'm glad you liked the hosting. It's weird because the timing with what I was watching in Paramount Plus was probably not syncing up with CBS, and I was trying to only speak during commercial breaks and everything, but hopefully I wasn't talking over too much of the show, or you could always pause me or pause your show and hopefully sync it up. So I hope that worked out for people. You guys, I think this will stay up on my page for a while. So if you want to leave any comments, like with suggestions of things I can do better, other live things you'd like to see, this is a whole new world. I've only been doing my bored and confused criticisms on my ancient YouTube channel for about a year and a half now. So I'm still learning. I'm still trying to find my voice and how I want to review shows, on how I want to bring these things to you. So I appreciate the 98 of you that are still sticking around and listening to me, or maybe you're asleep and it's just still playing in the background. It's probably more likely. But I want to thank everyone. Oh, we just added two. But I want to thank everyone who's joined in this today. We're coming on the 5-hour point. I can't believe I didn't have to pee during this, but I definitely need to eat my sandwich and drink some water and take off this tux and and lie down for a minute. All right. Thank you to everyone. This was a really great experience. I loved doing this for y'all. And yeah, I'm from Texas. And I will see you. My next review coming up is Lunar Eclipse. And then I'm seeing Imaginary Invalid this week, as well as something else. But so you'll see a lot of off Broadways coming. And then the next Broadway show will be Call Me Izzy, starring Gene Smart. You can leave your foyer, my foyer. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks for joining me.